If one has understood the exact learning methodology that is most efficient for the learner, then in that case, one will also understand that initially it's going to be difficult and uncomfortable. It sometimes can be disheartening or sometimes can be very challenging for the student to go through a phase wherein topics and subjects are being covered very, very fast and efficiently. So they may get a feeling that they have not remembered everything by heart. Now, this is where technology kicks in, because in online lectures, every single lecture is recorded. The student can revisit the lecture any number of times, again and again. Okay. Apart from this, one very important phenomena that happens inevitably in the process of understanding, learning something, and becoming an expert is that initially you will always be uncomfortable with, and you will always be boggled down by, or you will always think that the syllabus is very vast or the topic or chapter was covered very fast. So herein, I would like to mention about the idea of being comfortable with the discomfort. In all our school life, usually, we are very used to ruminating upon a chapter. Like we in take that chapter, then we have got so much time to prepare that chapter, and the chapter content is very less and it's very simple. It's not at all difficult. Herein, especially in the first go through, since we are rushing through the chapter and very deliberately so, it will inevitably so happen that the student will find some amount of discomfort. It is a given. If the student is not finding some amount of discomfort in understanding or in trying to develop confidence for that chapter, then that means that we are not going as fast as we can go. Believe me, even if we went slower, the same amount of discomfort is going to be felt. Whether we cover the syllabus in 4 months or whether we cover the syllabus in 14 months, in the initial go through, in the first go. After 4 months or after 14 months, the student is going to forget the syllabus. And the student is going to forget the syllabus to a pretty similar extent, whether the syllabus was covered in 4 months or whether the syllabus was covered in 14 months, even though this seems to be very counterintuitive. This happens because as we teach new skill and as we teach new knowledge to the human brain cannot remember each and every single thing that was taught. For instance, you probably cannot remember each and every single thing that I said in this particular video. This is because the human neurons rewire when they are fired again and again. Neurons that fire together, wire together. And they will not wire together unless they are fired again and again. Remember the first time you learned the national anthem of the nation you are residing in currently. It did not so happen that you heard the national anthem for the first time and then you were experts in singing the national anthem. That generally does not happen. There might be very rare human examples wherein that is possible. But generally speaking, generically speaking, for the majority of the human species, this is not the case. Now, we have got two methods. We learn one word of the national anthem over the next 100 days, and after that, we recite the national anthem and then revise for the next 50 days and then become experts. Or and then think that, okay, every day we have understood that one word that we learned of the national anthem, then we have understood it completely, we understand what that word means and be happy about it, but still in our comfort zones. Or else, we can learn the entire national anthem on day one and forget 50% of it. Even if you forget 50% of it, you are much ahead compared to learning one word at a time. Please realize that real progress happens beyond the comfort zone and not within the comfort zone. So here we need to really push our boundaries and go fast with the syllabus. What is there to be afraid of? What is there to be afraid of? So instead of we remembering 80%, let's say we remember 60%. So what? Everything is on record. It can always be revised. There are professors are always available for doubt clarification. The video lectures are always available as a resource wherein from we can learn. Please understand that internalize the concept of expertise development as far as entrance exam preparation is concerned. This happens only because of doubts and not because of first time learning. Doubts will not arise unless the student has solved a lot of questions and revised for a few times. Heartily so. That will not happen unless the first go through of the syllabus is completed. That's why it is very, very essential that the first go through of the syllabus is fast and efficient. And unless that happens, we won't be doing justice to the students' preparation for entrance exams. Let us all internalize this fact and think about it, ruminate about it for a moment. Entrance exam preparation is different from regular school preparation, which is very average, and you can say just the difficulty level is just intermediate, or like even a mediocre performance can be such that that performance will imply the student has scored very well in school level entrance exams or school level exams in general. But for competitive entrance exams, wherein you are competing with the rest of the world, and this is the real test of your talent, knowledge, skill set, and merit. When this happens, you cannot lose time. And we have also told in another video that you are paying not only with your money for the educational services, but the most important resource that you are paying with is your time. So you cannot afford to be lax about it. You cannot squander time. You cannot afford to waste time when you have it. Whatever time frame you are working with, be it 6 months, 1 year, or 2 years, or 5 years, whatever time frame you are working with, it always helps. It always helps to blitz through the syllabus in the first go. This is very, very crucially important to realize. Make sure that every lecture is on record. Make sure that whatever the student or the learner is forgetting, the student and the learner goes back to the video lecture and tries to recall it on their own. If there are still doubts in the learning process that persist, the student should ask the professor, and the student should try to go or graduate to the stage of solving questions on their own. They might require some help initially, which the professor will do and perform the hand holding, and hence take the student gradually onto the stage wherein they can solve on their own for that particular chapter or topic. Make sure that you are comfortable with the idea of discomfort. And as always, stay tuned to watching us, and we wish you in all your endeavors light speed.